What's up folks, welcome back to the garage. There's the rear from my 145, and if you have watched my channel you know that there's now a welded diff in 145, and in there is a racing diff LSD conversion kit inside, but I have few problems. But now first, small flashback. The left side was more difficult. Well, I have already installed the brake disc. I just removed the pad so it's easier to spin around. But on this side I had to add a shim washer between the bearing and the part that pushes the bearing in. I have a picture, I will show you that later. First I noticed that there's some marks on the brake disc, and check that. Here on the right side it's adjustable. There's well, big screw on this side, but there's still, you can see there's a little bit slack, but not much. And on the left side you can see the scratches, big scratches on this side. So this side is a little bit more trickier, and there's a little bit even more, but we will try to fix that. Next I will open the cover and we will take the oil out, and we will check what we will find inside. The liquid seal is quite heavy stuff, as you noticed. I had to use my knife and hammer to get it open. Oil looks quite fresh. It's not, well, it's not old, and you can see some metal flakes there, but it's normal because it's LSD conversion, so that's nothing serious. Next I will open the left side, which is the worst, and I will try to get, or I will take the axle. I don't try, I will take the axle out, and then we can check it clearly and hope we can figure out something. Now the both axles are out, and the problem is that I have adjusted that screw down here to press, as you can see, the lip down here. It pushes the bearing in against that, and this piece goes there, and as you can see, it has hit the ceiling. I think that is not, it's shouldn't supposed to be like that. So, but the problem is when I'm tightening that, this gap goes smaller, and even in this side the brake discs hit the brake shield. So the problem is that. And on the left side I made this shim piece by myself, and it's a little bit thinner, so the problem on this side is bigger. But I think the problem is inside there. I might have done one mistake, but I will take that part and I will update you after that. And as usual, now I have parts everywhere. So there's the shoulders for the rear. Those are from the bearing. And now the whole axle is empty. And the rest of the parts are here. I already removed the ring gear because I think now I have found the reason why there's a slack in axles. I have done mistake. This should be in there because this pin is the old one and the new one goes through the conversion kit and comes out from here, and there's also a small pin which goes through the bigger pin and I can remove it pushing from this direction, because now I have to take that bigger pin out because I have to get this in. It should go in there and the big pin will go through it like this. I don't know what I have been thinking when I assembled this and why I didn't put this back, but well, my mistake. I can watch mirror, but well, the instructions were not so accurate, so well, it's done what is done, but next I will try to get the pin out and put this back together, because this is the surface that contacts the axle, so I think this will solve the problem, but I'll let you know when I have done something. The ring gear is back on. Next I just have to tighten them on right torque, but as you can see now the missing piece is inside, and the hole inside is so big that it's loose inside there, so it will center it by itself. And now when I'm putting the axles from both sides, the piece will center it, and now it makes sense that there's a adjustment only on this side, so now I think it's possible to get nicely tight and there will be no slack. That's my conclusion, but I hope we will manage to fix this problem quite simple. But next I will tighten the bolts. Ja kruunun niin pultit mä laitoin ohjeen mukaan niin tohon 80 Nm. Now everything should be okay. The bearing caps, I used 70 Newton meters, and bearings on both ends, I use this bearing grease to make sure that they are lubricated. And there's this is special oil for the LSD, and it should be now well lubricated. This side, tighten the bolts. Bearing seems to be perfect. And also on this side, there's the adjustment. I fully opened the adjustment, then I put all back together and slightly tightened the adjustment screw, and now it's so perfect. I'm so happy that, well, it was my mistake, one part missing and total failure, but now it's fixed. Next I put the cover back, and then I will do the summary of this project. Oh yes, I'm so happy. Now they are slightly tightened. I let it dry, and then I will tighten it again. There's no oil inside because those bolts are not tightened enough, and I'm out of LSD rear oil, so that's why there's no oil inside. But now everything looks okay. It's just perfectly tight, and I just have to put this on 145. And we went to watch auto slalom. If you have watched my earlier video, you know what I mean. And I'm thinking if I would go to auto slalom with 145, and with this rear it would be possible. Now there is a welded diff, so it doesn't turn quickly enough, but with this it will. But we never know. That would be much better, but maybe my son could drive that and I would drive 145. That would be a quite nice race against each other. But next I just have to fit that back. I have been a little bit sick, but now I am getting better, which is which is nice. And now I have a lot more energy to finish all the project. This was first. Then there's my XC70. I just have to change drive shaft rubber for that. That's a little bit urgent thing, so I have to do that. Next, I will maybe try to pass the MOT with 205, and then Saab EMS. Now it will be its turn. I hope that I can get it past the MOT also. Maybe small issues, but nothing major, I hope. So a lot of interesting content coming. So please hit the like button and comment down below. That would be great. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, now it's a perfect time to do that. And also ring the bell. Thanks for watching. See you soon.